Hey guys, this is Jacuzzi 19. It's been a while. A lot of you have seen my Plenty of Fish video, and I have an update on Plenty of Fish. And for you guys who are commenting on that video, totally understandable. Plenty of Fish sucks. I will tell you experiences that I've had. So, I have met numerous men on that site. Back then, I thought, oh yeah, Plenty of Fish rocks. Yeah, okay, it's not that hard. Men, get out there. Plenty of Fish sucks balls. Okay, so I will tell you the first guy I met off of Plenty of Fish. Now, in that time back then when I was saying the report of Plenty of Fish, the first guy I met was actually my first boyfriend on Plenty of Fish, not in general, of course. Yeah, we dated for like 5 months. He was actually a good guy. Why it didn't work out? Well, he whined too much. Plenty of Fish is basically, I want to bang it out for that night, type of deal. So, Plenty of Fish, I don't recommend. It's like, you meet psychos, and I mean psychos. Whoa! I guess karma hits me in the butt for making that Plenty of Fish video. Okay, one of the dates I actually did go on, this is psycho number 1. The first guy I met, we talked for a while before we met. I met the really dangerous way. I was like 20 at the time. I know, like only like 3 years ago, but I was dumb and stupid, so don't do that. I had him pick me up. Not the best idea. Do not recommend that. And the first time I met him, I said hello, and we kind of had some awkward conversations in the car. You know when it's bad? When you're talking about the weather. Come on now. It was October. We went to a pumpkin patch. Thought the pumpkin patch was going to be this huge pumpkin patch. It was going to be amazing. And we get there, and it's like this ghetto-ass pumpkin patch. It is super small, probably the size of my room. Like 5, maybe 10 pumpkins at least. But when it comes time to that, I usually just make the best of it. Like a really nice guy, like, you know, who's kind of nerdy, but he was very nice. So when I'm bending down to reach for a pumpkin, and all of a sudden, who comes up from behind me? Oh, it's Matt. Matt. I'm protecting their names. I'm not going to actually say their real name. He comes from behind me, so I'm picking up the pumpkin, and he's right here. He takes out his little flip phone, and flip phones were not cool in 2011, so he has no cut for it. This is my example. This is my example because I can't find my real phone right now. I think it's upstairs. And basically like this. Hey! Let's take a picture! And I was like, and I thought he was joking, and even then I was just kind of like, squeezed me together, like, come on, squeeze, picture time, picture! And I was like, he actually spoke like this. He talked normal before. And then all of a sudden I was like, picture time! And I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden I was just like, okay, that's awkward. Oh well, maybe he was just feeling awkward. It is the first date, so who knows. I went on to the next pumpkin, and what again? He popped right behind me and said, oh my gosh, this is the perfect scene. Picture! And I was like, oh, okay. And I was just like, hi, yeah. And so this time I was a little bit more prepared, but still was a little awkward and a little creeped out about it. And he was actually putting a peace sign up. That's not cool anymore. In 2007, yeah, I pulled a not cool anymore. So he like this, and then I didn't do it with him, and he like bumped my shoulder, and he's like, no, let's do it. And I was like, okay. It's like, wow, this guy's really freaky. I mean, he takes more selfies than I do. So then I just decided I would go the opposite direction. And when I mean the opposite direction, I mean like 5 feet off. Because we're talking about 10 pumpkins, people. 10 pumpkins. You don't have anywhere to go. This time, I am bending down. I find a pumpkin. I am bending down. I'm in squat position, and I am picking out a pumpkin. I have no clue how he does this. And I literally squatted down for 5 seconds, and then he was there, like a ninja. Yeah, you found your pumpkin picture. And I'm just like, at one point, I was just like, I'm tired of these pictures. I'm gonna let him know. So I was like, yeah, I really didn't find a pumpkin, but yeah, I think we got enough pictures. Yeah, don't you think? Yeah. He was just like, yeah, no, I think we need more pictures. And I was like, yeah, I think we have enough. Yeah, you know. and it was just kind of awkward. And it's not that I don't care for taking pictures, it's just I don't like surprise pictures because that makes me feel awkward. This time when he was taking pictures, it's like he goes, oh, okay, no more pictures, okay. And he goes, just one more. And I'm just like, okay, I suppose. And so I'm actually smiling pretty decent this time. And I'm smiling and whatnot. And then he did the unexpected picture. And then I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden he came up, and did he not only kiss my cheek? No, he went straight for the lip. I could see him from the corner of my eye that he was about to get close to me. So I was like, ugh. So when he was about to kiss me right there. And I pulled away. Oh yeah, that was a great picture. And then continued to pick pumpkins. I went to the next pumpkin and I was like, wow, I need to get out of here. This is the worst date ever. I had a lot of sympathy for this guy. And I shouldn't have. So I went down and I picked a pumpkin. I was like, okay, I found one. And this time I was in a position where, you know, I'm just like bent over to get the pumpkin. I don't know how a person does this. It kind of reminded me of Charlie's Angels. You know, that guy who like sniffs the hair and goes, yeah. Oh, that's hot. It'll stick to my lip gloss. Anyhow, yeah, it kind of reminded me of that guy. Going like this, you know, oh, pumpkin. Came from underneath and up. And that scared the shit out of me. I literally saw his face and was like, oh my God. And did I have time? No. He freaking came up, kissed my lips, and then I pushed him away. I was like, whoa. I was like, hello. I was pissed at that point because it was almost like, you know, he didn't get the picture the first time. And it's like, why aren't you getting the picture? My fault. Too sympathetic. I was like, oh yeah, that's too soon. And he goes, oh. Yeah, sorry about that. You know, I just wanted a good picture. What are you, fucking Napoleon Dynamite? Gonna run off in your moon boots? And I was just like, I felt really bad again. And I was like, oh, that's okay. And at this point, I'm just thinking, well, maybe he's just weird and, you know, he can't help it. So I guess I can give him another chance. So we actually go to his house. So dangerous. Do not do that the first date. Never. Ever. And we went to his house and we carved the pumpkins. And then he kind of left me in his living room and was like, you know, you can stay here. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, you know, cool. Just like walking around. And I see this huge, ginormous whiteboard like you see in like a college dorm, okay? And it says, days till... I almost said his name. Days till Matt gets laid. And it was this huge calendar that they made on this whiteboard, and they were like marking off on the calendar. And I was like, what the fuck? Is this like the 40-year-old virgin? What the fuck? Oh my God. So I'm sitting there and he comes back and I mentioned his board to him. I'm so mean, but I did because I was just like, dude, like, at least take the down. Like, that's embarrassing. Saw your board over there. He goes, oh yeah, my friends, they're just made that board because, you know, it's been a while and stuff. It's been a while, or it hasn't been at all. Sorry, that's mean. And so then he was like, okay, well, let's go outside, carve pumpkins. So, you know, I kind of got to know him a little bit more, and he was actually normal again. But I have anything against virgins. I just don't necessarily like to date them. So then I noticed there was Playboys on his shelf, and I had mentioned something of it. I'm really blunt, so I'm definitely going to say something when I see something there. We're talking and things were good, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I remember I was talking about dogs, and he was like, yeah, what kind of dog do you want? And I was like, oh, I don't know, you know, I want a dachshund, you know, like a wiener dog. Actually, right when I said wiener dog, oh yeah, I want a wiener dog. And dude, that is not a sign. And he just zooms right in and kisses me, and I go, whoa, and I push him away, and I was like, Matt, I was like, no, I was like, sorry. I was like, I don't kiss on my first date. I don't kiss on my first date. Okay, sometimes I do, but he wasn't worth kissing. At this point, I was talking about my job, and I was saying, yeah, I'm a sales representative, and I like to do this, and my mouth is open, and then all of a sudden he comes in with his tongue, shoves it all the way over there, shoves it in my throat, and he wasn't even kissing. I didn't even know what the fuck he was doing. It's like, dude, no. And at this point, I'm just like, ooh, what should I do? This guy's tongue's down my throat. And I'm just like, oh, and I was gonna push him away again. And at this point, I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm kind of stuck with this guy. He's my ride home. I was stuck with this guy. So I kind of apparently just, maybe I could just try making out with him. And I tried, and he just kept shoving his tongue down my throat. And I laughed and went, and he's like, why are you giggling? And he just like less tongue, and he's like, oh, okay. So what does he do? He puts more tongue in that. And then I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, that was great. Okay, yeah, for sure. And each time I tried like fiddling with his tongue in his mouth, he would go like this. Oh, you know, I really gotta go home. And he's like, this is the worst time to take you home because it's in rush hour. And so he takes me home, drops me off, and I never talked to him again. Never talked to him ever again. He finally got a girlfriend, so I guess that's good. Ooh. I can't be like Jenna Marbles.